Hi, my name is Mrs. Rankin and I am your child's remote teacher. Most of the communication you've received so far probably says Miss Holman on it, and that is my maiden name. I was married this summer. They're still in the process of switching over to my married name, so at some point my Schoology and my email will change to J. Rankin. So just so you know, but it is a Mrs. Rankin. Let's see. This is my 15th year teaching elementary school. I have been with the district for, I believe, 5 years now. And the rest of my years I taught in Madison, Illinois, teaching second and third grade. I went to school at SIUE, and then I just graduated this past May with my master's in curriculum and instruction. So for contacting me, my office hours, which I have this all set up on Schoology, which you will have access to, I believe, tomorrow, and I'll show you where to find this information at the end of this video. But my office hours are from 8 in the morning until 8:45, because the remote teachers will have some hallway duties and things between 8:45 to 9:15 to help get our in-school learning students to where they need to be. And then in the afternoon, my office hours are from 2:15 to 3:45. So during these times, it's dedicated to having Zooms, phone calls, answering emails. If you need to contact me or conference me, these are the times that are best. You can contact me via email or Schoology throughout the school day. Just know I may not be able to get back to you as quickly, as I'm going to be working with different groups of students and possibly recording videos for live lessons and things like that. But if you decide that you do want a phone conference, just email me, give me the phone number, and let me know when during the office hours work, or if you're available whenever I have a free moment throughout the day. So the first week, this week, which is 2 days, and next week, let me explain what that's going to look like. Don't worry, don't stress. We are not going to jump right into curriculum. We are going to gradually get to know each other, let the kids get to know each other, and I would like to gradually introduce all of this technology and the websites we'll be using to the kids. So it's going to be a very slow process, because I want to make sure that they're really comfortable and they understand how to navigate through their remote learning. So it's going to be step by step. So no worries, you're not behind on anything, and I will let you know what needs to be done every day before that day comes. There should be a scheduled day soon for parents to come by and pick up supplies. Their main supply that they're going to get from school is going to be their math books. Half of my kids are Columbus kids, which is where I'm at now. That's where I teach. And half of my kids are Warden kids. They have not informed me yet if the Warden kids will also be coming to Columbus to pick up the books, or if they'll be picking up math books at Warden. So as soon as I know any information about it, I will let you know. This is all new for everyone, and it's kind of a learn as you go process, so bear with me. Login information and Schoology information should be sent to parents tomorrow on Wednesday from the district. And once I receive a list, I will also add it to the technology button on the Schoology page, and I will also show that at the end of the video. So the first day of assignments, which will be Thursday, that's actually going to come to you on Wednesday via email, because the kids don't know how to access assignments on Schoology yet. So it's going to come by email. And mainly the first day is going to be learning how to log on to Schoology and how to navigate with that site and access things. Like I said, it's going to be really gradual, really slow. There's not going to be really any grades this week. I just want to make sure that all the kiddos are comfy. So after the first day, then all assignments will be accessed through Schoology. And with the day one assignment, I will be attaching a video and possibly a PowerPoint, and this is for the parents. you guys, if you could watch that before the first day, before Thursday, it'll kind of help you get familiar with Schoology so you can help your child get familiar with Schoology. So Schoology and Clever are the main platforms. You will actually be able to access Clever inside of Schoology, so I would say Schoology is the main platform. My suggestion, if you have more than one student at home, would be to either have a computer for each of them, or if that's not possible, have a separate login onto that computer for each child. The reason that I say this is because logging in can get a little confusing and difficult for kids. So the best thing is this first week and a half that we're doing all this, every time they learn how to access a site and they put in their username and their password, is they can save it, and so then they don't have to put it in anymore. So it's really helpful if they have either their own computer or their own login on the computer. So inside of the platforms of Schoology and Clever, a lot of things that we'll be using very often are ReadWorks, Extra Math, Think Central, which is the website where their math books are, typing, and more. You won't have any paper things to turn into me. Their math books are going to be more so that they can do the math pages along with me during the lessons, and then they'll go and do their assignment online. So all the work and assignments will be online. They will be graded, which is much different than fourth quarter. We are attempting to mimic in-school learning as much as possible, but all assignments will be online. They will be graded. They will be due the day that they're assigned, unless otherwise stated, like if it was a big project. So because this could be a difficult situation if you have multiple children at home, I'm not having the assignments due at the end of the school day as they would be if they were here in class. You have the evening, just as long as they have their assignments submitted before the next learning day, then they're turned in on time. This is important because a lot of our assignments and lessons, each day they build upon one another, and so if you are behind or haven't done something or turned something in, then you might be lost or confused the next day during the lesson. Okay, so expectations. I'll show you on Schoology at the end of the video. There's another button for expectations, and there's actually a list. It has student expectations and parent expectations. Parent expectations is just kind of to help you understand what is your role and what's your part in this. It may be stressful in the beginning or feel stressful because you're going to have to guide your child a lot more with teaching them how to get online and access these assignments. However, they should be able to do this independently in a few weeks. So kind of gradually wean them off. But in the beginning, I will need a lot of support from you. Definitely help your child if they need help. Okay, helping them is great. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if they were at school and they needed help, I would help them. Just as long as someone else isn't doing the work for them or giving them the answers, because we do want them to learn as much as possible even though they're at home. So this will be up tomorrow when you can access Schoology, and I'll show you where to find it so you can go over the student expectations with your child to make sure that they are ready to go for the first day. There's also a schedule. There's a button for a schedule. It kind of looks like this. I know you can't read it from here, but the schedule is a guide. Okay, if you need help with organizing your child's day to make sure that they get done what they need to get done when they need to get it done, some people like a schedule to go off of to just help the day go smoother. Okay, but you don't have to do the things on the schedule at the time that they are on the schedule. Okay, as long as it's turned in before the next school day or by the end of the day, it's fine. The only thing that is set in stone on the schedule is the whole class Zoom. So every day the whole class will have a Zoom meeting at 9:30 in the morning. So they have from 9:15 to 9:30 to kind of get their computers on, get logged in. And at this Zoom meeting, this is where I will take attendance, which gets reported to the office, and we'll review the lessons from the previous day. I'll answer any questions, and then we can also preview the lessons that they're going to do that day. Okay, so that will be the entire class every school day at 9:30. I have set up a continuous Zoom meeting, so my hope is that I will be able to keep that throughout the whole semester, so you only have one Zoom ID and one Zoom login, and you don't have to keep getting new ones from me, because I know that's a little stressful. For their Zoom account, if you can, it would be very, very helpful if you could set up their account with their first name and their last initial, so that when they're on the Zoom, it will show up on the bottom of the screen with their first name and last initial, because it's going to be a little bit more tricky this time around. In fourth quarter, I had my students for 3 quarters. I knew them very well. But this quarter, I'm trying to learn faces and names through a computer. And it's much more difficult. So it would be very, very helpful for me if you could set that up with their names. With attendance is taken at the morning Zoom. So just like if your kid was in school, you'll want to call the office and let them know if your child is going to be absent for the day. I report attendance during that Zoom meeting, so my attendance has to be reported by 10 a.m. So if your child is not in that Zoom meeting and you have not called the office to report them absent, then the office will be contacting you to find out why your child is not in attendance. If a teacher, myself, if I am out sick, there will not be a sub if it's just for one day. What will happen is the students will still do their planned lessons, their online work, they'll watch their videos of me teaching and things like that. What will be different if I'm out sick is that there won't be any live Zoom meetings on that day, and I won't be available to conference or answer questions. I will be contacting you through email and posting an announcement on Schoology to let you know if I'm out sick. So the first month might feel a little challenging, but we're in this together. Don't stress. If you're unsure about something or you have any questions, just ask me. No need to stress. Don't worry. Just ask me. We're in this together because literally this is a new adventure for all of us, and we will figure it out and it will all work out. And as soon as I know any new information, I will happily share it with you. So I'm actually going to turn my computer to face my other computer. Okay, so this is Schoology, and this is what it looks like from my end. So your child's end may look a little bit different, but the homeroom says start here. And then you have reading, math, and English. They probably won't have these down here because they're on the teacher page. So on start here, this is not posted up yet, but it will be by tomorrow. So this is going to be on the homeroom page. And when I talked about buttons, I'm referring to these. These are all buttons, okay? And so if you click the reading button, it'll take you to the reading course. So then your child will not have to go up to courses, click that, and then click reading. They can just click it here. Math course and English course. Those are the core subjects that we will be doing every single day. And I have put them in the order that they are on the schedule, although again, you don't have to do them in that order. I have for recess, if you click on this, it will take you to Go Noodle. This is fun if it's raining outside or it's cold or your kid just doesn't really like to go outside, but you want to let them move around after they eat lunch. Go Noodle is free and it has lots of videos and indoor recess to help your kid get moving. Because I do recommend that they get up, move around around lunchtime, because I don't want them running out of energy just because they're sitting all day. Technology, this button has not been activated yet, but it will have the spreadsheet with all of the students' IDs and passwords. So if you should happen to lose your child's ID and password or forget it, you don't even have to contact me. You can come here, click technology, and it's right there. Zoom meetings. If you click this, this is going to show you our meeting ID and the passcode, which I changed it to grade 3 because I thought that would be much easier to remember. So it's always in here, but there's actually an easier way to access it, and I'll show you that in a moment. Class expectations. What's that? That's what I was holding up earlier. There's the schedule. The calendar will take you to the district calendar for the entire year. Birthdays. I have all the kids' birthdays on here. District website. Contact me. So this is the information on my office hours and how to contact me. And meet the teacher. This is going to be a slideshow presentation to tell you more about myself. And then lastly, for the Zoom, if you go to calendar, I have already put the morning Zooms in for the entire month of August. And you shouldn't have to go to calendar on your child's page. They should show up on the side showing that something's coming up. So you can see that on Thursday we have the first morning Zoom. If you actually click it on the calendar, it has the link here and the meeting ID and the passcode. So you can highlight this link and just copy and paste it and you're good to go. Or you can go to Zoom and type in the meeting ID and the passcode. So there's lots of different ways for you to find this information on Schoology. I'm going to try to make things as easy and as painless as possible. I don't want you to stress out. I don't want the kids to stress out. This should be a positive experience, and so that's my goal. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. And as soon as I know new information about picking up the math books or anything else, I will let you know. I look forward to this year. I think it's going to be great. I think the kids are going to enjoy it, and I think that, I hope that you like it as well, and maybe one day we'll all get to meet in person. See you soon. Bye.